Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big chat. I'm glad you're here tonight. Hope everybody is safe. I know there's a huge hurricane bearing down on us as we go out. So everybody stay safe. Make sure you get your stuff charged. All your electricity stuff electrical things are charged. And I hope that you're safe. Couple quick notes. I want to thank the Parapost Network and, of course, Yerg's Radio at yergsradio.com. I talked to Ross earlier. He is at higher ground, but we are still transmitting on Yerg's Radio. So, as a matter of fact, just got a message from him. We are still live. So, everybody, I also want to send a shout out to on WDJY and WRFN. I usually end the shows with a song by a band from Knoxville, Tennessee, the Johnnies. The Johnnies are close friends of mine, and I want to express my condolences. The two of the band members, which are family, their mother passed away this morning. So our thoughts are with you. If you need anything, we love you guys, and you know where to find us. All right, everybody stay safe. Let's see who we got hiding back here. My one and only beautiful paranormal assistant, Miss Cheyenne.
Hello, hello.
Howdy. And the hero we have, but the one we don't deserve, Mr. Andy Madsen.
Hey.
You need a catchy nickname.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to have to work on that with you, Andy.
The fans will come up with one.
That's a scary thought. Hello, Flex. Welcome to the show.
Yes, it is.
Hey, mine wasn't bad.
Yeah, no. They call me Chops. So.
Yeah, see?
See, they love you, Andy. They protest when I don't have a show with you on it.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And let me get this out of the way. We barely got the show in tonight on CBS because it kept breaking in and out, in and out. There
were so many commercials.
Well, we had commercials, and then we had "You're going to die, Atlanta," in the middle of all that. So the fear mongering is alive and well in Atlanta, but Atlanta is not built to withstand a Category 1 hurricane, and it's headed dead at us. So there's a lot of concern and fear of roads collapsing, buildings collapsing, and general chaos and mayhem. So, hey, why not?
It's what we love.
So we went off the air last night during our Paranormal Guys show, just during a little windstorm. So we'll see if we make it tonight. If we don't, well, you know, the hurricane got me, guys. So 147. How many hours do y'all need? What? Oh, I'll have to look. I don't know. You threw me off with that question, Flex. I don't know the answer to that. I've been preoccupied with other things. I know we
the fear of death and all that. So,
well, I mean, I've been through big storms and I've worked during them actually. And I don't want to say I'm afraid, but Atlanta's, Sherman burnt this town down back, a couple 100 years ago. And when they rebuilt it, they haven't done a whole lot of work to the infrastructure. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. So I know they've called in 2 shifts at the fire departments here in Atlanta. So there's 2 shifts working, at least in the county I worked in. So, but they sent out an announcement earlier. They were closing certain hospitals. So in fact, my wife's, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but it's going to be closing for tomorrow, maybe through Monday. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So, but maybe it'll be nothing. We'll see. And Flex, while she's talking, I'll take a look and see if I can figure it out on YouTube Studio, because we have a lot of Big Brother to get to.
Yeah.
And
good evening, Chris.
I just want to say she's finally gone. It only took a whole season.
As much as she got on my nerves, I wanted to see her win.
Well, thank you, Chris. I I appreciate that. A 5-point earthquake. Where the heck was that? 5.9. Holy cow. Where the heck was that at? I didn't even hear about that.
He's in Australia.
So Australia is having earthquakes. Atlanta's having hurricanes. Good God. I was sitting there. I was trying to figure out when it come to the tiebreaker, because I couldn't believe she made it back to tie first. I know we're getting ahead of each other. And the first number that popped into my head was 2080, but that's 40 hours in a 40-hour work week. And I was like, that's not right. That's for 40 hours in a work week. And I was like, that's not right. And then when she said 10,000 something, I saw that Chelsie had 1,080. I was like, oh, she's got this. And it was like, oh, she went over.
Yeah, hold on. I'll get you the number.
Yeah, she is on the ball, Australia. Sorry about that, Chris. I hope that you're okay. Not Chris, Flex.
She put 15,500.
Yeah, she was 5,500 too many.
Mm-hmm.
And say I would have wrote 2,080 just because that was the only number I could come up on my head, so I would have won.
I was just like, I don't
know. You got to take 24 times 60
numbers. I don't have a calculator. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No. Well, Chelsie did the right thing. She went way under because she figured she'd go way over. So I think she was right.
And I found a very accurate sound clip that I feel like described last night's episode. You ready?
Okay. Absolutely, go for it.
I've had a good chuckle over that one. I'm coming after you.
Yep.
Well, all right. So to answer the question, watch time in hours. This can't be. This is just for this month. I need overall. Because it's got 239. I was like, I know we've had more than 239 watch hours, surely. But we were sitting at 363 subs, and okay, if I'm reading this right, we need 730 more watch hours, if I'm reading that correctly. I'm not good with numbers.
Yeah, and I'm not either. Don't ask me how I spent the last 6 years working at a bank.
Thoughts on racism? Well, it's stupid. I mean, I don't. That question came out of the blue, but no
to the racism. No,
yeah, not a fan of it. I live in Atlanta, not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Guillermo. We just never let Andy talk at all, ever.
We don't. All right, hold on. I'm missing comments here. Well, yeah, because Andy talks too much, so we have to mute it.
We have to talk over him so that.
Depends on who it's against. Am I right? Well, maybe in your view, that I don't think so. If you're asking my opinion.
No, just no to the racism.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah. Andy's the star and Andy's gone. You scared Andy off. Thanks, guys. All right. Go ahead. I'm still looking to verify that number. So
yeah, like he said, that can't be correct. I don't feel like that's accurate either.
Yeah.
Okay. No to the fat phobia as well.
I think you're going to have some weird questions, but luckily my chat will be able to talk to you about these things. So,
yeah.
We're up 20 subscribers. Go ahead. I'm still looking.
Yeah, I went back and checked on Sloppy Joe's feed after last night, and that who is this person? Who is this person in the comments?
Kukin Cunt 121. I don't know who it is. Kukin. I don't know.
No, it's not justified.
I don't know.
No.
Good dog, get off my screen. Well, I mean, if it's anybody I have to get involved with, I do remember the probation officer's phone number that can pull your probation back if you're my stalker. So just tossing that out there. Go ahead.
Why no? Because it's rude. Did somebody fat hurt you? You have trauma?
He must have some kind of trauma. I don't know. So
it's okay. You can tell us if they did somebody sit on you?
20 plus subscribers. I don't know. I don't know how to read this stuff.
So, Cooked, what are your thoughts on Lizzo?
You broke up, Cheyenne.
Said, Cooked, what are your thoughts on Lizzo?
Lizzo? Who's Lizzo?
You'll probably know.
Okay. All right. Well, we're up 21% more than we were. I don't know. All right, go ahead, Cheyenne. I'll try and man the button and figure out numbers because I don't know how to read this.
No, I'm just Guillermo.
Nah. I'm not going to show that on screen.
Now, if anybody deserves some fat shaming, it's that woman. Because she could dish it out, but she can't take it.
Well, I don't even know if I know who that is. So maybe if you'd hum a tune, I don't know.
Now she's not a bad singer, but she does body shame her dancers, even though she herself is large.
Well, then she's probably got boss's syndrome. Is that what it's called? Boss's syndrome, where you're the HMIF and you just do what everybody. You want everybody to do what you tell them to do.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't know that I'm opposed to that now, being a HMIF, but. All right, Cheyenne. So we lost 2 players. Well, let's start with last night. Yeah, let's start with last night.
Well, so to go back from Sunday, so Jankie is dead as fuck, and MJ won HOH. MJ wants Angela gone, but Chelsie seriously wants to target Leah. And from what they were discussing last night, MJ thinks that Angela is the bigger threat and should be the target because of all of her HOH wins and the vetoes used on her. And of course, as is customary to herself, Angela is just outside crying.
Of course.
Again. So then Kimo and Rubina are discussing how Rubina wants to be picked to play for the veto so that she can win and take Kimo off the block. But MJ wants Angela out of the game so that Leah will prioritize MJ more. And she also wants Leah to think that Angela is just a pawn when that is not the case. But Leah and Angela were having a discussion in the kitchen, and Leah assures Angela that she's fine after just talking to MJ, because of course everybody in this house takes everybody on their word. Oh my goodness. The comments. I can't with the comments. So Angela also asks Leah to use the veto on her if she ends up winning, which was what she had planned on doing. And Leah also says that Angela is the only one in the house that she trusts 100%. And Chelsie is still ruminating that MJ didn't put Leah up. But it is time for the veto competition nominations. And now, along with everybody whose names are eligible to play, there are now chips that say house guest choice, which means that whoever, so with Angela, MJ, and Kimo, if they pick one that say house guest choice, that person's choice to choose whoever gets to play. So MJ goes first and she picks one of the house guest choice and she chooses Cam to play. Kimo pulls and he picks Leah, and Angela pulls and she picks Chelsie. Hold on a second. Why do I feel like this is mixed up somewhere?
I don't know. Why is it?
Hold on
Because you're like Makensy, realized halfway through the show you screwed the whole thing up. Yeah, Makensy.
Hold on a second.
God love her. She just tanked her game. They've given it to Chelsie, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. No, I see. Because whenever I was watching earlier, I started dozing off, so my handwriting got more sloppy, and I had to remember where I picked up. But I found it.
Gotcha.
Because I was like, wait, why do I feel like I'm missing something? But no, I got it.
Gotcha.
So then, I don't know how she thought this was going to help her, but then Angela is then in the gym trying to work out. And I guess doesn't realize that she can change the weight on the bar, and she just immediately gives up.
That's because she's fat. She doesn't know how to operate it. See, there you go. Whatever your kook and cunt, whatever your name was.
And Chelsie, still just ruminating, goes to MJ and is curious as to why she wouldn't put Leah up. But MJ says that she has been playing a faithful game and is worried about jury management and doesn't have the heart to do it. And Chelsie says that she's doing everything in her power to convince MJ to put up Leah. So then Rubina calls everyone to the living room, and they find out that the winner of the veto competition gets to pick 3 house guests of their choosing to go watch the wild robot, which I think looks super cute.
I'm a badass.
And Josef is not going to be there for that.
I know. Poor fella. Skinny.
So, so then it's time for the veto competition, and it's based around the characters from the wild robot, which basically they have to go up to 3 of the different animals, memorize the sounds they're making, and then go to the translation station and figure out what each animal is wanting.
Could you make out any of that? I don't know if it wasn't in my hearing range or what.
What, like the noises that the animals were making? Yeah.
I couldn't make it out. It just sounded like gibberish. I don't know how to describe it, but because I rewound it out because I'm like, wait a minute, I went back and it's like,
no, I can.
How are they figuring this out? Okay, well, then correct.
So they had to figure out what Bright Bill the goose wanted, Pink Tail the possum, and Fink the fox. So each animal makes 4 different noises, and they have to go in and basically put that together on the board of what each of the animals was telling them that they needed.
Yes.
So Leah immediately got that Bright Bill was wanting a grass nest. Pink Tail was saying she lost 2 of her babies. And then for the fox, she goes and pulls 2 red fish. and if you go over and hit the button that you're done, it'll let you know if something that you've done is wrong. So she goes back and trades out the 2 red fish for 2 red pears, and that was right. So then Chelsie gets the grass nest for Brightbill, 2 red pears for Fink, and 2 lost pears for Pinktail. That's wrong. So she changes the red pears that she got for Fink to crabs, changes the lost pears to the children for Pinktail, and then goes back and changes the red crabs to the red pears for Fink. Then it gets
Stay safe.
Hmm.
So I was telling Salty to stay safe. He's dodging tornado warnings. And to answer his question, she's just been out sick. So, all right, go ahead. Sorry.
So then the veto competition gets interesting when Cam goes up and just doesn't even try. Just starts throwing 2 of everything up there.
Yeah.
And
gotta love Cam.
Then we get to Kimo, who I thought might be a little bit more analytical with things. Also, just throwing 2 of everything up there. So Angela goes in and gets the grass nest for Brightbill, gives up there, proceeds to just throw anything up there. So then MJ goes up. She gets the first one wrong and puts the straw nest for Brightbill, gets the 2 red pears and the 2 lost children. But then she goes back, changes the straw nest to the grass nest, and she was good. So then the top 3, in no particular order, that won were Chelsie, MJ, and Leah. Chelsie got 3rd place for getting it done in 35 minutes and 23 seconds. And MJ got 1st place for getting it done in 9 minutes and 12 seconds. So she wins the veto.
And I'm not sure if I heard on the show or if it was on the chat. I mean, not chat, the live feed. But apparently Kimo timed out and he was trying.
It certainly didn't look like it.
Yeah. Well, I wondered if maybe the guys weren't having a hard time hearing. I mean, well, Cam was just a box of rocks, but
Accurate.
It is what it is.
So Angela is then hoping that because MJ has used the veto on her before, that she'll use it again. And Chelsie is hoping that she can somehow still work her magic on MJ to put up Leah. So then in an interesting turn of events, Leah decides to tell Rubina that Chelsie scares her and that she made the wrong move in sending T-Core home. She said she felt like she made a safe move and not a her move. And she should have sent home Chelsie. And Rubina is very confused and doesn't understand why Leah is telling her all this, because it's a little too late to try to get Rubina to work with her, because, you know, she did just put her up before and came for the trio. So
yeah. Now tell me, remind me of something. Has have I just forgotten? Was Rubina and T-Core tight from the beginning of the game? Because I don't seem to recall that.
I don't think so.
She made it seem like they went back like they were. I mean, I know in Showtime it's probably forever, but to me, she just made it seem like it was from like day one, and I'm like, I don't recall that.
Not that I remember, no.
Yeah, I don't recall that. I think that after Tucker left,
I was gonna say I only noticed her being in with Kimo and T-Core after Tucker left.
Yeah. So,
but Leah says she has not told anybody else that, so she is trusting Rubina. And Rubina is like, fuck you, bitch. I know that MJ is close with both you and Chelsie, so I'm going to go fucking tell her what you just told me. And that, and you know, Rubina decides to play Big Brother.
It's about time. Took her long enough.
So she wants MJ to know that Leah's going after Chelsie, and you use that info to hopefully let MJ know that she's got her back. And Rubina tells her to tread lightly because Leah wants Chelsie gone. So then everyone is sent to the living room because MJ won the veto. She chooses Kimo, Cam, and Rubina to go watch the movie with her because they haven't gotten any of the perks of being an HOH. So she felt like that was appropriate. And they got all kinds of snacks and everything. And Cam is getting emotional at the end of the animated robot movie. And I think Chelsie...
I was kind of a little bit upset at the end of Transformers 1. So go ahead. Carry on. Hey, they're so cute robots. All right. Come on. Give me a break.
I mean, it looked like a cute movie. I want to see it. But Chelsie seemed a little peeved that she was not chosen. Which honestly, I figured that MJ was going to pick Kimo, Cam, and Chelsie. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're late. So then after everything, MJ tells Cam and Chelsie about what Rubina told her. And I was struggling so hard not to zone out because, and all I could write was there was so much back and forth on Leah because I was like,
oh my God. Well, it was even worse on the live feeds.
Oh, I believe it. Cause I was thinking about what
there's so much.
I'm like, I know that you were talking about how back and forth they all were, but even just from that little bit, I was like, I can't keep up with all this. They
talk themselves in, they talk themselves out. They talk themselves in, they talk. Oh yeah.
Well,
at the end of the night, guys, God, they're giving me a headache.
Well, MJ was like talking herself in and out. Leah or Chelsie was just like, no.
Yeah.
Get that bitch out. But then once again, Angela tries to convince MJ to use the veto on her. And MJ was like, yeah, no, but I give you points for trying. And so then shit hits the fan a little bit because Rubina and Chelsie are out there being big mouths, talking about Leah and not paying attention that Leah is up on the upper deck, laying down, and her head perks up because she says she doesn't hear everything, but she hears her name.
And she'd been smart. What she would have done is she'd have rolled off of that and skittered up to the edge and listened to the whole
pulled an Angela.
Yes.
Just pulled an Angela.
Yes. She might have had more info to go back for. She might have been able to tell her.
She should have just stayed exactly where she was where she was laying and just.
Yep.
Because you can't tell me if she was that quiet, she wouldn't have been able to hear everything that they were saying. But basically all they were saying was that like she's the target and they want her gone, blah 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 blah. So
justice for T-Core.
Yes, justice for T-Core. So MJ and Angela were still inside. Agreed, Chris. Agreed.
So much
so. Angela and MJ were still inside talking, and Leah just comes down the spiral staircase, walks right inside, and says she's freaking out because she can hear everyone out there talking about her. So then all of them proceed to go outside, and Chelsie, in a dumbass move, is up top with the pool cue.
Yep.
Because they're judging whether she would have been able to hear them talking. But yeah, they all come outside while she's up there with the pool cue. And I think it was MJ that's like, why are you up there with the pool cue? And she's like, this is my throne. Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
So Leah's like, yeah, no, I'm going back inside. And Angela goes in after, and she's like, well, you know how I'm a really big conspiracy theorist and everything. And she goes, but was she up there whenever you went outside? Yeah, it's because she was judging to see whether you could hear her or not.
Yep. And at that point in time, you should have really went on defense.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just,
like, yeah.
I'm just don't worry about it. I'm just up here with the pool cue, seeing.
I'd have dropped that pool cue. It would hit the thing and just clang. What was that? Lightning.
I don't know. But
so you're missing a pool cue.
Oh, well, how did that come down off the top of the house? I wasn't mine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she should have immediately went to MJ and I'd have made up shit at that point. It's Big Brother. Throw the mud on the wall, see if it sticks. I'd have been like, Chelsea's been trying to get you out for weeks. She's come to me and I haven't said anything because I've been afraid that she would get me before I get her. I just thought I'd let you know now you're trying to put me up, and the whole house is a bunch of conspiring bitches. So, I mean, I would have come up with anything.
Yeah. But so Leah can't believe that she is potentially about to be betrayed by MJ and decides to go talk to her about it. And MJ still can't decide what she's going to do because she says that Leah makes some good points, but she has to figure out whether it's worth keeping a ride or die pretty much, or keeping Chelsie and Cam happy.
And let's give the money away to somebody else.
Yep. Just go ahead and write the check out now, CBS.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Unless somebody snipes her this week.
We can only hope.
It's not going to be Cam.
Oh, that would be so good if it was, though.
He's not smart enough to.
Maybe he's been playing the long game stupid, and then right at the end, he'll just...
I keep hoping for that, but every week I hold out hope for that. And I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Cam, I'm trying, but... And I thought to myself, I remembered tonight when it come down to sudden death, and I was like, well, hell, if Cam is in the final, whatever, he can't do math. He's already said that, so he won't win. Go ahead. I'm trying, but give me something to work with.
He at this point, he's only good with his hands. As a physical therapist.
I guess that's true.
But so it's
he had to know anatomy and physiology. I know some of the classes he had to take. He had to take anatomy and physiology. He had to take physiology. He had to take. He's got to be playing, unless he went through school and then got hit in the head a lot playing football. I don't know. That's the only possibility I can come up with.
I don't know. But so it's time for the veto meeting. And MJ decides to use the veto on Kimo. And in a decision that is not a personal decision, but a full game decision, she puts up Leah. Leah is obviously very upset and says that it's stupid because her and Angela had her back more than anyone. And then Julie shows up on the Proton board, says that they're not safe because Ainsley has changed and evolved. The government has been tracking her thought pattern. And then Ainsley shows up via the Chen bot and says that everyone will pay. Moral of the story, don't trust AI.
Don't trust Chenbot. Well, did they do it the whole time they had Chenbot up there? Or was it just towards the end she had glowing red eyes?
I only noticed it the last time.
Okay, so maybe they did.
Because when she showed up, you could see the
underneath
like,
the veil. Yeah.
On like because she was wearing like the jacket and like a turtleneck, you could see it underneath.
A onesie.
It was a turtleneck.
Julie would never wear a onesie. I don't.
She could pull it off.
She's kind of tall. I don't know about that.
She could pull it off though. And then tonight's rapid fire episode, which I'm pretty sure was more commercials than actual episode.
Well, and you're gonna die, Atlanta. Yeah, those two things. Yes.
Yeah, like I don't even. Like I was saying before we started, last night's episode was 5 pages worth of notes. Tonight's was 2.
Well, they got to the vote really quick. I guess that's why we got the 90 minutes last night. So we got the extra half hour of stuff we don't normally get tonight. You know, like are we going to put them in? Are we going to put them out? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? I guess that's why it was the extra half hour last night. But even that show seemed to go quick.
Yeah, it didn't feel any different than a regular episode.
Yeah. I mean, I fast forwarded through it, but it just, I don't know. That the past 2 episodes, CBS has not done a very good job. Don't think, in my opinion.
No, especially on tonight's. It, like I said, it was. I feel like 70% commercials.
I would say 60 and 10% you're going to die, Atlanta. So that's probably fair. So
so I guess mine would be 60% regular commercials, 10% political commercials.
I guess that's where they cut out. I guess they figured we didn't need political if we were going to die. So because I don't remember seeing a political commercial. Of course, I'm immune to it all by now because I live in Atlanta. Our state's going to be the one that determines the presidency. Yay!
And you're gonna die. So
and on top of that, it's probably my county. So if we survive the
apocalypse,
apocalypse that's headed our way.
So we started off tonight's episode with the eviction. Angela's spiel to keep her was Angela's spiel to keep her, and
that was 20% of the show right there between the 2 times she was up. Jesus Christ, shut up, woman.
And
you.
Leah's was just blah. I'm getting confused. I'm having a rough time talking. Blah, 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 keep me.
Yeah, typical blonde.
So
In the first comment I saw on Twitter during the show, somebody talking about her answer being way high. They were like, "You were on The Price is Right, Angela, for God's sakes."
she thought she was lowballing it. But so it was a 4-0 vote. Everybody voted for Leah to go.
I hate that. I like to. She started to grow on me. Well, I think I had her in my top 3 from the beginning. All of mine are gone now because I had Tucker. So I had Tucker, Joseph, and Leah as my final 3. So my final 3 are out. But she was really growing on me. But
well, she started coming out of her shell more.
But she just didn't play. She just didn't play hard enough. And this whole crap of, and like Tucker said during, the part of the season was nobody wants to get blood on their hands. Like, oh, okay. So now you're going to be saying, okay, well, Kimo, we're going to put you back up so I'm getting blood on our hands. What the hell am I?
Yeah.
I mean, and then, Rubina, we're going to put you up so we're not getting blood on our hands. Come on, man. Play the game.
And she's going to be like, hey, but I am at a good height to.
Right in the nads.
Yep. But so interestingly, once again, 26 is Leah's favorite number, and she is evicted on the 26th.
That's correct.
And so when asked, she couldn't decide who her final 2 would have been between MJ or Angela. But she was excited to go. She was excited to go to the jury house to see Quinn. So
did she eke out an "I love Quinn"?
I didn't hear that.
Tell when she threw her hands up in the air and there was like that little squeal when she was going to go see it. I thought she said, "I love him" or "love Quinn" or.
I just heard that she was excited to go see him, and she seemed very excited. So,
well, I don't know that she knows this, but I found this out from another podcaster. When you go to jury house, you get catered meals. You no longer have to cook. Anything you want, any movie you want, even if it's playing now, body massages, sauna, you're treated like absolute Hollywood royalty.
Yes, please.
So she's got 3 weeks of that. It'll take that long to get over Angela.
Well, I don't know. She's got to deal with her now.
God, Angela.
Oh, sorry, spoiler.
Yeah.
But so then we go straight into the head of household competition, which didn't we say this would be the worst one to win HOH on?
Yep. No,
so
the worst I think is the one before because you can't play in the double eviction. So Makensy's MJ's was the worst to win.
I don't know. I think that would have been better because she would have been safe.
You're not saying you could be put up. Chelsie could have put her up. And there was talk that that's what she was going to do.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The worst one now is probably, well, actually all of them from here on out are pretty iffy. Because there's 5 left. Got to put 2 up, maybe 3. That's a house.
So this game was going so quick, it was kind of hard to keep up with. But it was based on all the warning messages that they kept getting from Chenbot. So, and it's all true or false answers. So the first one was that the message said that Ainsley would be watching, which was true. The only one that got that one wrong was Kimo. Next one was that Chenbot was leading the revolution, which was false. Rubina, Angela, and Kimo put true. The The next one was that the government was watching Ainsley's movements, which was false. Rubina, Cam, Angela, and Kimo put true. Next one was that Ainsley was controlling Chenbot, which was true. Rubina put false. Now, was it ugly Michigan that they said?
I think so, yes.
I just put Michigan because I was like, it sounded like ugly,
I think it was ugly.
but I don't remember.
Well, before it's worth,
but-
I got every one of those wrong. So I would have been 0 for 7.
I wasn't even trying. I was just trying to keep up with writing everything down.
Thank you.
But
I would have been 0 for 7. I was like, no, that's not true. Damn it. That's false.
But so ugly Michigan had been without power for days, which was false. Cam put true. That Ainsley was going to destroy the world, which was true, but Cam, Kimo, and Chelsie put false. That none are safe, which was true. Rubina, Kimo, and Chelsie put false. So then at that point, Chelsie and Angela were tied. So the tiebreaker was going to be a number, and it was how long Jankie was alive from the minute he showed up in the living room till the last puff of smoke, and it was in minutes. So Chelsie put 1,080 minutes. Angela put 15,500 minutes.
Damn it, Angela.
So,
You're on the Price is Right, for God's sake.
and the winner was going to be whoever got the closest without going over. And the answer was 10,102 minutes. So Chelsie won. And she has to.
That's the only time I have to say I was pulling for an Angela win. It was right there. That's the only time I think it's whole season I've pulled for an Angela win. Damn it, Kenny.
Who do you think she would have put up as her first two?
Chelsie and probably MJ.
I was thinking Chelsie and Cam, but maybe a Chelsie and MJ to avenge Leah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what she'd have done. Chelsie and MJ would have been on the block, and then Kimo would have won, and it would have stayed the same. And they had to have picked.
So then
Man, I
Chelsie.
don't know who they would have picked. Wow, that would have been an ugly one. Well, Cam would have sent. Wow, I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm just talking in my head.
So Chelsie has to nominate two people. So her and Cam quickly run in the bedroom, and the only thing that you can really hear her say is Angela goes home. So she puts up Angela and Kimo. Everyone plays Eye in the Sky, which basically they had to get 5 proton balls in the reactor core in 5 minutes and navigate this little thingy to move. Which surprisingly, Kimo won. Go Kimo for a win. Is that his only win?
No, he won AI, and I think he won a.
Oh yeah, he
veto.
won AI Arena against Kenny and Cedric, I think it was, where they had to vote on who was shown the most amount of times.
Most amount of times, yeah. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure he won a veto. But I don't remember.
So Chelsie pulls him aside and she says it's either Rubina or MJ. He tells her MJ.
Yes. He shouldn't have said that.
To which she obviously doesn't listen. but he uses the veto on himself, and Angela is like, you fucking do that, kid. You use it on yourself.
And when
And
did she become so tight with him?
after she like saved him last time during Jankie World,
I guess. I don't know. It just
she
seemed like
she voted for
very
him the 2 weeks in a
twice.
row, and
Yeah.
then that next week she saved him, and that's when they became so
invested.
close.
Yeah.
Because everybody back to last night's episode, whenever MJ, Cam, and Chelsie were in the kitchen talking, and there was so much back and forth, they were saying that if Leah goes home, they've got to figure out where Angela would gravitate to.
Yes.
And both Cam and Chelsie were saying that they would probably gravitate, or that she would gravitate towards Makensy before she would gravitate towards Kimo and Rubina. But so then Kimo uses the veto on himself. Chelsie completely disregards Kimo's opinion, puts up Rubina. There are only 3 people voting, so they needed 2 votes to go home. Everybody votes for Angela.
Bye, Felicia.
Another 3-0 vote. And she had quite the memorable exit, I feel like.
Oh, jeez, yes.
This 55-year-old woman is a threat to everyone left in this house.
You didn't need to come here to know what I already know. We didn't need to know it either, Angela.
She survived the block 6 times.
7.
Well, it would have been 7 had she survived tonight.
True. You got me.
Because even Julie had it wrong.
Yep, you are correct. Yeah.
But I don't know what the hell she found out in this house that she didn't know already. But apparently the Big Brother house makes people very emotional. So there's that. Because even Julie was like, are you this emotional at home?
She should have said, do you need Dr. Phil again? I can see where it would, because cameras 24/7, you're being watched.
You're secluded. You don't have
yeah.
friends and family.
The less the numbers get, the more paranoid, and she was paranoid from day one. So crazy.
I blame Matt. But she would have taken Kimo to the end.
And lost.
But she would have been happy to lose.
I don't get that. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy at all.
I'd be like, hey, I brought you this far. I get a cut of that.
Yeah. Well, I think runner up gets $250K, I think. Something like that. I don't know.
I still would have asked for a percentage of it. If I brought your ass this far, you're giving me, I don't care what I win, you're giving me a cut of it.
Yeah, they get a pretty good check.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and they haven't opened up the vote for America's favorite player yet, which I'm going to vote every day, 10 times a day for Tucker. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
Come on, you're really going to vote for Matt?
Yeah, let that fucker come back and win.
Well, you'll see him again on the 13th.
Just going to put a piece of paper over that portion of my screen.
I hope that they do like they do in seasons past. After they kill the live TV show, they bring the feeds up and you see a little bit of the party and some of the interviews. And then they cut it. Because that's when you get some good dirt, because a couple of the house guests have almost gotten into fistfights. Because they give him alcohol and yeah.
Kenny's wife will be there with him.
Be lucky if Kenny shows up in a body
it'll-
bag.
It'll just be his wife showing up in place of him.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. The detectives are looking. They'll never find it.
It's like, don't worry, America. I got you.
Yeah. You know, if they wanted to do his wife justice, they'd let her come on the show now.
So we're just gonna edit out his parts of last season and have you come back on next season and show him how it's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and I'll love to see her like coming out of the voting room, just looking directly into the camera going, you know.
We're getting down to the end of the season. It's going to be tight. It's Chelsea's game to lose now. I mean,
so we're down to Chelsie, Rubina, Kimo, Cam, and MJ.
Yep. And I was watching on the live feeds last night, and I don't know if Chelsie just hasn't rested a lot lately, or she's stressed or what, but she looked like she was 10 years older than when she started the show last night on the live feed. She just looked, I guess it's the stress, because she went from
manipulating the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah, and doing it well. I mean, I'm a fan of manipulation and lies, cheating, stealing for Big Brother, but I'm not really a Chelsie fan. But
no, it for me, if she was gonna do it, for me to like ag her on for it, it would have to be like, oh yeah, don't worry, you're fine. No, we got you.
Well,
get the fuck out of here.
Well, see, and that was the thing I don't like about every time she won HOH. I think what, twice now, 3 times.
Can't get blood on my hands.
I can't get blood on my hands. Then they'll show up to play a game where you get blood on your hands. That's the part I hated about her game. And so she made it look like she did it to everybody else. Now, the problem with that is they got a really smart jury now between Quinn and Angela. T-Course, I don't know. It's hard to say with T-Core because she, like she said, she didn't really come out of her shell, talk very much. So they may see if it's somebody sitting beside Chelsie that it was really Chelsie pulling the strings behind everybody else getting 86th. So,
you know, I feel like the first person that would see that would be T-Core.
But I don't think she'd give that up, though.
I think she would now.
Yeah, she's out of the house, maybe. But
well, and two, you gotta remember, T-Core's been slighted at this point.
Absolutely.
By Chelsie.
Yep. It wasn't Leah. It was Chelsie all the way. I mean, she's played a, I hate to say good game, a manipulative game, which is Big Brother, but she hasn't pulled the time on jury management, which I think is what could bite her. Unless somebody snipes her, that will be the only thing that keeps her from winning this season.
And I'm just hoping it's Cam.
It's not going to be Cam.
I just hope it is.
It's going to be Rubina or Kimo. One of those two is going to snipe her. Or has, well, I shouldn't say has to, but I would think Kimo sees it. Because Kimo knows the game. Even though he's not very good at the game, he knows the game.
Well, and we're at the point now where For Angela to go home, she only needed 2 votes.
Correct.
So if Kimo could go back to T-Core's constant thinking of the majority vote.
But you know, when those two used to sit, that's actually when Rubina and Kimo, or not Rubina. Rubina and Angela got so close was when T-Core left, because Kimo didn't have anywhere else to go. So they became that tight. But what I was going to say was Kimo was the one out of the two that talked everything through. She was the one that was like putting the brakes on everything. So if he keeps talking it through in his head, he might figure out a way to snipe her. He might not win, but he might snipe her. It only takes one HOH. If he won it right now, there's only 3 more HOHs to play. No, 2. So, yeah, 2. There's only 2 more HOHs. His odds are he's got to win something soon. Chelsie can't play in this one. This could be the one to snipe her. So, Cam or MJ, MJ's not going to, unless she doesn't put her up and she renoms her. It's her game to lose right now. I mean, she's come to the end and she's done pretty good, but this is the time when she can get exposed real easily. So, and she almost exposed herself tonight during the pool game, or when they were playing pool. And Rubina didn't even see it. Of course, Rubina wasn't going to say anything because obviously she was, justice for T-Core. But she thinks about that justice for T-Core. She was shooting pool with the enemy. So.
Well, she was also trying to get like on MJ's side. So that's why I think she was too short to see that Leah was up there, so
she was too short to get the coffee mate down. I think it was that what that was, coffee mate.
It was protein powder.
Oh, protein powder. Okay.
She got it back up there good though.
And she stuck the landing. That's all that counts. I thought for sure it was going to come back down and hit her and open and make a mess, is what I thought. So it's down to the end of the season. My 3 are out at this point. Man, Cam stands no chance. MJ is a close behind Cam standing no chance because she's like clueless. So Rubina for the win, maybe?
I'm standing a final 2 of Kimo and Rubina.
I hope so.
Because I would be happy with either of them winning.
Out of all of them left, I would final 3. I would Cam, Rubina, Kimo. I mean, I would be okay with final 3 like that, but the contests are going to get more difficult from here on out. So we'll see.
I'm still full on Rubina for the win, though.
Well, I think you've been on Rubina's team for a long time.
Justice for Tucker.
Yeah, well, I should jump on that team since it was Tucker, Hosea, for Rubina. So no, Leah, that was my 3. So yeah, I should jump on that. If the other podcasters had good intel or inside information, they're saying we may not see the feeds back tonight because this may be the slip and slide contest. And the slip and slide contest can go for hours because they give
Well,
you.
do we need another MJ competition?
Well, I don't know that. I don't know that MJ would. This would be one MJ could win.
Well, no, I mean over in 5 minutes instead of hours.
Oh well, no. I mean, Rubina might. If it's a slip and slide, Rubina might stand the best chance on this one. And I don't think Chelsie can play. So a slip and slide is they usually give you a cup about yay big. And you've got to fill this barrel full of slime, full of water, full of something, whatever, or a beaker or something. But you have to go from point A to point B without spilling it. They're constantly making noise, sliming you. You're on a, see, Andy, you're on a mat that's like the slip and slide. Mm-hmm. And everybody's trying to go in a hurry. So I can see Rubina having this one because she probably being a roller girl has the best balance. Cam probably second.
I don't know, just his doofusness.
What has he won? Didn't he won the veto by scoring a 0 against Tucker by missing altogether, didn't he? That was the only thing.
I don't even know if he's won a veto.
No, I think he won a veto. I have to go back and look. He hasn't won HOH. I think that's the only veto he won. Was that? So
I can find anything on it because I really don't think he's won anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's won at least a veto. I'm sure we could probably go find the stats somewhere, but well, I don't know that they have this season's in there. Well, it's not on this page. What am I doing? Stop that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he's won. But if they do the slip and slide, which is what everybody is saying in the other podcast groups that have inside intel, is that this is probably what it's going to be, then I'm going to say Rubina. Yeah, that was like I pulled it up and they don't have BB26 yet, so they just have every season beforehand. I think I'll pull it up. See, nope, they don't. But at any rate, I would think that he would be the best. I mean, not he would. Rubina would be in the best to win for that because I think she has the best balance, probably being a roller girl. And
hold on, so the Big Brother 26 has a Wikipedia page that should have everything here.
It's not up to date with the current season, though, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, stand corrected. So we'll see, I guess, who gets it. And I probably won't know tonight, so. I probably won't. Well, I'm going to be fighting to stay awake. I'm already tired, so. I guess the first good tornado coming through, I'll be more wide awake.
Yeah, it's up to date as of right now. Angela, 3 of 3 votes to evict.
Yeah.
Okay, so week 5. Or no, week 6, Cam won veto. What was week 6?
That was the one where they were doing the slingshot, wasn't it? Where they were knocking down zombies or something. And he went into a shootout with Tucker after him and Angela tied with double ought, I think. That's the one I remember, at least. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, there's still a tornado warning on the ground for, looks like Savannah and whatever the first county over in the Carolinas is next to Georgia. I don't know what county that is. That's the only one I see. And it doesn't look like she's 800 miles wide now, but it doesn't look like she's made it ashore yet. Joy. I was thinking she was going to be ashore by this time of night. Let me refresh this. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, she's made shore. Just to the west. No, just to the east of Tallahassee.
So Cam won prize swap veto.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
T-Core wins $5,000. Makensy gets a trip to Hawaii while Tucker becomes Ainsley's assistant. Angela has to transfer over 1,000 pieces of trash in 12 hours. Joseph gets placed into the Matrix, a 24-hour solitary confinement punishment. He used the veto on himself, and T-Core names Angela as the replacement nominee.
Wow. Yep, the eye wall is just off of the Florida coast. Oh, what is that? To the east of Tallahassee, it looks like.
Have we checked to see how the cam is going on?
Oh, well, the Keys is clear now. There's nothing going on.
How
down
it says
there.
the live stream is not available.
Really? For down there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's odd. That's odd.
Now at Sloppy Joe's it is.
Unusual. That was a lot of fun last night doing that show.
Mm-hmm. And it was available earlier today, but who knows?
Well, could have lost power. There's been a lot of that down there, so I think I read somewhere that there's like already 500,000 people without power. That bridge was the guy still trying
That was
to get
crazy.
Yeah, the bridge is it's underwater right now. I'm looking at a camera of it. Yeah, that was crazy. So well, wherever this guy is, he says he's live in the eye wall. Hold on, I'll share the screen here. Wherever he is, it's windy. He says he's in the eye wall. So he's got to be down around Tallahassee. Yeah.
Ooh, fusion buffet? Yes, please.
don't know if it's going to be there for long. I don't know. I'm going to think about doing, we'll see how crazy it gets here. I'm going to think about doing a live feed if it gets crazy in Atlanta and I have power still. There's a lot of ifs right there with that. Yeah, there's a lot of cameras out down there, so I don't know.
It's funny. Everybody is over at the Sloppy Joe's.
The bars are
Cam
still
and his-
open, though.
Everybody's on the Sloppy Joe cam commenting. I miss the buoy cam. Well, somebody said it's back up. I just looked and it was not back up. Bunch of liars.
Oh, wait a minute. It's up on mine. Well, it says it's live.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This was the one for this one is different than the one from last night. It's just blurry as crap.
Yeah. That's the same one I had from last night.
Oh Lord, somebody's getting up on the wall.
Good Lord. And taking her shirt off. I think. I can't tell. It's too blurry.
Ooh.
Clean
All
the
right,
camera.
buddy.
That's the salt spray on it. It'll take a good freshwater rain to clean that off. Yeah, if it gets crazy tonight in Atlanta and I still have power, I may do a live feed. I've got the scanner fired up. I think let's see here. See if I can. We'll test it while I'm still live here. Favorites. Here we go. Go to my old department. Now watch, somebody will talk. I turned on see if it'll come out over the radio. So I might do that. Find cameras around Atlanta or somewhere in the States and bring up scanners and listen and talk about it and see. I've done that before with other breaking news and it's been kind of fun. But I don't know. This is going to be a stressful event, so. Because I've already been thinking about what part of the house to sleep in so that I don't die when a tree falls on me. So,
I mean, that's smart.
Well, that's what's going to get me here in Georgia. We just had all this work done on the house, finish it up last summer, and yeah, I have a hurricane come blow the house away. Yay, good times. I'll never get rid of contractors. They still haven't finished the punch list, so Jesus Christ. I still don't have my fire hydrant out front. Yeah, I'm salty about that.
Sorry about your fire hydrant.
Yeah, well, Is nobody talking? What the hell?
Engine 9's on. We established a command out investigation.
There we go. Did that go out?
Engine 9.
Okay. That's my old engine. You're right. This may be much more stressful than the kid needing a ride to school.
There is potential for that.
Absolutely, there's potential. Indy's got something. Yeah. Having worked in emergency services and I've got the radio on listening the whole time. Since I told you I was going to turn on, the only thing we've heard is engine 9. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. That's a bad sign. Bad sign. I'll use the Q word. I'm sorry. Usually that radio is chirping all the time. I can pull up Atlanta Fire Rescue, see if they're saying anything. That's very unusual. Usually every few minutes you're hearing somebody say something, not a few minutes, every few seconds here in Metro Atlanta. So hopefully everybody's staying at home, and then hopefully it just passes right through.
Is anybody at the southernmost point of Georgia looking to be sprayed by?
Hey Greg, how are you? Let's see if there's any scanners down there. Let's see. I don't know what county that is. Well, they may not. That's the thing. They're not going to be talking that way. We'll go up here to them and see. Yeah, when it's really going to get busy is after the storm. And having worked on those teams before, that's tough work. Because they're having to go in and basically look for people. I was trying to see if, let's see, that county is in the eye of the storm right now. So yeah, it's going to be a long night here in Atlanta. So we're going to hold tight and see what happens. And if it gets a little squirrely and nuts, I may just do a live. I don't know if you're going to be up, Shay. You probably got to work tomorrow, so.
No, I actually have tomorrow off.
Oh, well, I might just wake you up then. Shay,
Okay.
we'll do a live. I know Andy will be up for it, so. Andy's always up for it, so.
It'll just be me like, what?
You'll have the rollers in your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg, we're going to have to. Greg, what part of the country are you in? I don't remember.
Where are you, Greg?
Where are you, Greg?
75. Can you hold us out on the patient walk up at station 6?
Oh, I hate those. Why y'all walking up to the fire station? There's a hurricane out there.
No, 75. Can you hold us out on a patient walk up at DeKalb Fire Station 6?
A patient walk up?
Yeah, somebody's walked up to the station and they need medical assistance.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Just north of Birmingham. Well, hopefully you'll be okay there, Greg. Yeah, it happens. They walk up to us and they won't leave us alone.
Well, I mean, at least they had the common sense to walk up to the right place.
I've had them. One of our stations had a complete wall that was glass on one side. Poor design.
Radio from Quick.
Now, and back in the day, it wasn't such a big deal. Homeless guys plastered up against it right by my bed, buck naked, pounding on the window, screaming, "Help!" And I'm like, "The hell was that?"
17.
Yeah.
The street is blocked off completely. We do need a record here. I do understand PD is pending the call. Are we able to have a record en route so we can at least get the street cleared out because it is blocking the neighborhood so nobody else can move out?
Well, let them stay in their neighborhood.
Bye.
They don't need to go anywhere.
Exactly.
Fire alarm 4715. Lions Head Circle.
Oh, there's going to be lots of those.
James. Engine 16. Fire alarm 4715. Lions Head Circle.
I know where that is. Yeah, there's going to be lots of them. Yeah, I was pulling up to see if there's any Atlanta cameras, but I don't see any. Well,
Chris, that would be too easy.
Exactly. Yeah, I was
Are you
looking.
at 8-9?
Why don't we have a live for? There's nothing live in Atlanta. There's no live cameras in Atlanta. Why is there no live cameras in Atlanta? We usually have a
Too many naked homeless people running around in front of him.
probably. We usually have a.
I just sent you a updated from 2 hours ago on the map where the outskirt of the storm is heading our way.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look.
Oh
at
my.
it. Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, she's 800 miles wide. The hell am I?
Shoot, that's going to be covering us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So far, Greg, you're asking about wind and nothing as of yet, but it's still early in the night with this. So they're saying that we're probably not going to start seeing anything until, well, coming up here in the next 2 hours. So good times.
8-9 radio.
8-9.
Tell me clearing on radio. Short admin. 609.
Whatever.
10-4.
Well, down in South Georgia and Florida, they're getting their butts handed to them, Raleigh, and we're about to. So far, so good. But let's see if I can pull up the.
Yeah, that's going to be covering me right up.
Wrong button. See if, dang it, get up there. See if I can show you guys the GEMA map. I say GEMA is Georgia Emergency Management Agency here. And there's so much on it, it's hard to make it out.
Oh, it's going to be almost as large as Greg's ex-wife.
18, service call 4400, Village Drive. Truck 18, service call
So
4400,
yeah,
Village Drive.
there's a whole lot of stuff happening right there.
That's a lot of red.
Yeah, those are warnings. These are all storms. Where do I live? Somewhere. Hell, it's hard to even tell in this
Radio from Queen 17.
mess where I live. So I live somewhere up in here.
Are we able to get a record route to us?
She's just
Ooh.
her eyewall's about to make sure. So
10-4, we have our CD.
That one part looks very phallic.
yeah, well, let's see. I can pull some of this stuff off.
It's pointing right at the hole.
See, I don't need earthquakes. And take that off. Leave that. Observe, tracked. Take that off. I didn't do anything. Okay. Forecast.
Are you at Queen 17? PD was giving the updates. They're going to have to go on the team and call the record.
Oh, I didn't
Somebody just called the damn wrecker already.
Record will want to come out, probably.
We get possible ETA.
Yeah, this is
Never.
what gets me about firemen. They want an ETA. There's a goddamn hurricane out there. How long do you think it's going to take to get a record to you? God, sometimes we're so dense. So,
At least
Yeah.
you're self-aware.
yeah, she's right down there, wherever that is. I think Tallahassee is to the left here. And so,
So it's above the tip.
yeah, that's the Iowa about to come on shore. And we're just about to start seeing the wind. So, see if I can pull this map up.
Agreed, Greg. Agreed.
What did Greg say? It would be tomorrow. Exactly.
Sometime. It's going to be sometime.
Oh, no, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wait.
She's coming in right at Tallahassee.
Go back out a minute. Okay, too far out. Okay, pull it down.
91 radio.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Man, that's covering up the whole damn state.
Is Task Force 101 on the
Yeah.
call?
Yep.
No, I was just looking in comparison up there to Charleston.
I was going to see.
Truck 18's call.
This one may go. Oh, this one may be down.
Alright, yo, into 16 is on scene. We got a single family. Well, there's nothing showing.
Once again, there's so much to show.
I made that out very clear. That was very clear instructions.
Memorial Drive, apartment 45, at home 1.
Well, if you're going to be in dispatch, you got to learn how to understand these things.
4893 Memorial Drive.
Army just threw a pass. Hey, that's great. I hope we're talking football.
1224.
Yep, there's a whole lot of stuff. So, yeah, it's just getting to us here in Atlanta.
Task Force 101.
Task Force 101. I haven't heard that one.
Well, I'm glad you heard that too.
What, Task Force 101?
Yeah, I was like, did I hear that right?
Yeah, I've never. That's okay. So we're already starting to get those are 71 mile an hour wind gusts. No, 71 degrees. My bad. All right, 1 mile an hour wind gusts. I'm about to say it didn't sound like it was 70 miles out there. So yeah, because that couldn't be right because down here where the storm is, what's the
Task Force 101 radio? Did we get canceled on the
I ain't
call on
buying
Village
this.
Drive?
That's
I ain't
for
buying
it.
that.
Truck 18 about from there.
3 miles an hour. There's a hurricane off your shore. I ain't buying that for a minute. No, that's wrong. 7 miles an hour. No, that's not right.
Task Force 101, get the damn wrecker.
Task Force 101 shouldn't be dealing with the wrecker. So see how our power outages are so far. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Jesus, the county next to me is already starting to be yellow.
3190 Cherryport, engine 4, gas leak.
Gotta
3190.
Oh, engine 4's got a gas leak.
Yeah, I think I wasn't paying attention. I think that's what she said. So
Engine 4.
no, that's engine 4. You had your hurricane last week. Okay.
Radio from engine 16.
It was your ex-wife, wasn't it, Greg?
That's what you got to understand.
Right, it's going to be a false alarm at this location. Go ahead and you can show us in service. Go ahead and assign us engine 4's call at Shrewd Court.
Engine 4 go available.
So engine 16
she just tell him to go on. She just tell him to go on with their bad self.
Yeah, well, 16 picked up the call for 4 that 4 was answering for 16, so she sent 4 in service.
Poor thing. They're going to be getting pissed off at each other.
Truck 18's on St. Village Drive.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm going to sign off for now, and I may come back later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I can hear the rain starting to pick up out there, so we'll probably lose power here soon. But everyone have a great. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Shane.
It hasn't stopped here. It's rained here all day.
Oh, it's rained here all day too, but I can hear it outside picking up. So everybody have a great night. Stay safe wherever you are. And if I get a chance, I'll come back on. If something crazy happens, who knows? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've got the whole family here, so I'll have to look and see what Ross just sent me a picture and see.
Tell him to keep his pizza to himself.
Well, I don't know what he's trying to send. It's a picture of something near his house, and it's underwater. I hope. Well, his computers are still working because we're still live. So, all right. Well, we may have a show Friday night. We may not. I don't know yet. I'm going to gamble. Probably more likely not, but we'll see. Everybody else have a great night. Andy, you got something to tell us before we go?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well,
just that we had a fly out right before the show.
Oh, nice.
17-year-old playing basketball went to make a shot, and the whole backboard and everything came down, landed on his hand.
Oh.
after when he come down, he tripped and fell backwards, hit his head. The whole backboard and everything came down on his hand. He amputated middle finger, degloved the pinky and ring finger, and the top part of his hand.
Radio 104.
That's going to leave him on.
Tires, man. No line has been pulled.
They said there was a large dose of ketamine on board.
We partially across the roadway. We're going to cut it and remove. Just notify Georgia Power, please.
Georgia Power ain't responding.
They're not going to respond.
Nope. They already said that. All right. Well, everybody have a great night. If we get a chance, we might come back. If not, we'll see. So I'm making sure I'm not muted. Okay, because I was muting myself doing that. But yeah, so that's where we stand right now. It's just starting here, so you shouldn't buy a lottery ticket anytime soon. That's correct. Everybody have a great night. If you don't see me soon, hopefully you'll see me next week. So
Send help.
yeah, I'll send out SOS. You know how to find me, Cheyenne. So do you, Andy. So both of you know how to find me. Just don't send Brenda.
That's exactly who we were going to send.
No. Don't rescue me. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you soon. Stay safe.